It's Mimsy in the kitchen. Today's project is going to be canning dry beans, stockpiling dry beans. Now, you can store them in food grade containers. You don't have to can them. I do because of convenience, and they store a long time canned. But it makes things easier for me as far as taking care of the 2-patient crew. So I'm going to show y'all how to do that. It's really simple. When you can go to a Dollar Tree and get 2 pounds or 1.5 pounds beans for $1, that's a good thing. Or a certain kind of bean for a pound, $1. Or you go to Sam's Club and you get beans or lima beans. You can use any kind of dry bean, black beans, it doesn't matter. The first thing you want to do though, once you buy them and bring them home, while they're still in the bag, put them in a freezer or a deep freeze for about 2 weeks. So that's what I do. I put them all in my freezer for about 2 weeks to make sure that any kind of loose buggy is destroyed. And then the second thing you want to do is empty your bag into a strainer and wash them real good and make sure there's not any bad looking beans. Usually there's not, but anyway, you're just double checking yourself. So empty them into a colander or strainer, whatever you use, and rinse them really well. So you can see I've got my supplies. I've got my rings and lids, clean jars, measuring cup, measuring spoons, some salt, a debubbler, my washed beans, some filtered water, and a funnel. And that's all you need for now. The first thing that I do is add a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt to my jars. I'm using my little half teaspoon thing just because that's what I'm used to doing. I have grandkids, stuff gets lost. I was looking for my 3/4 measuring cup a while ago and never did find it, so who knows. But I just put my little bit of salt in each jar. I've only opened 2 bags of the beans because I can't fill my canner much more full than 6 or 7 quart jars. So the salt is in, the beans is easy. Now for a quart jar, I only add like 3/4 of a cup of beans. Some people do half. I do about 3/4. Seems to work out best for me, the way that we like them. So that's all there is to that. Just about, this is a 1 cup measuring. I can't find my 3/4. I guess Amara's been playing with it just somewhere. But I'll just do that into the bottom. No big thing. Super easy. It's just your washed beans. And then I'm going to show you. I take my filtered water. I give myself about 1 inch head space or a little more, a little less. And I do try to debubble, but it doesn't really matter because you've got so much liquid in so little bean and it's going to force itself up. And then I just continue to do that, and then I'll come behind and wipe my rims. As I'm filling the jars with the beans, I had a little bit left over. It's not much. So I just, instead of wasting them or trying to wait to run a canner for another jar, I just add them, spread them out evenly as much as possible between the jars. A few extra beans is not going to make a difference as far as your canning. And that's it. Nothing's wasted. Stick that in the sink. That was a weird looking bean I missed. So I did 2 bags and I got 7 quarts worth, I'm gonna finish filling these, and then we'll wipe the rims and put the lids on. Time to wipe the rims off. I just use a folded up piece of paper towel, and I've rigged me up a spray bottle of vinegar, and I just saturate it, not too wet, but you know, getting damp, and I just come through and wipe my rims real good. And then I place my lids on. And my rings, half twist back just to get it seated good. Yeah, takes me 2 or 3 half twists, doesn't it? And finger tight. Just a reminder, everything is clean but cold. The water in the canner is cold, you know, room temperature, tap water. The water, the filtered water is room temperature. Your beans, once you pull them out of the freezer and let them have the time to sit so that they're not frigid, are room temperature. Your lids, clean. Your rings, clean, but room temperature. And everything into the jar, canner. Nice fit. Gonna get the lid on. Now this one's always a task for me. Got that lid on, and then bring it all up to temperature, pressure together. That's it. That is how you can dry beans. Dry beans that are canned. Awesome for the winter time. Makes things convenient. You can use it also as a just simple ingredient, like if you want to make up some soups and stews and things, then you've got individual ingredients to add in. Works out great. Now I pre-make vegetable soup and can up, but sometimes if I need to make it stretch further, if we got company coming or something, I'll get one of those jars of beans that I've already canned, throw it in there, add it in. Makes it awesome. And this is what the finished product looks like. Easy peasy. As you can see, I'm running my canner again. It's blowing off its steam. This is going to be 10 pounds of pressure. The dry beans I can for quart jars 50 minutes, pint jars 40 minutes. So just a side note, always check with your altitude requirements, your ball canning book, or USDA food preservation. You can check those online too, and I'll put a link in below. Thanks for watching, guys.